Hello, welcome to another episode of AoM Retold Triggers. Today I'm going to be going over how to take a screenshot. Now, I've got an editor here. I've spent ages setting up a lovely shot. I've used the animation viewer to get Kronos in the exact frame I want, but as you see, when I unpause everything, I can't get him to stay in that frame. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a regression in Retold. I can't get the animation viewer to pause at a certain point. All it's going to do is cycle through things, and the camera's a bit janky. If I move off to the side even slightly, I'm going to interrupt my screenshot. So what we can do in terms of the animation viewer is press the pause key and pause the editor at the exact frame we want the animation to be in. This tells us the exact time the animation will be, 6.54 seconds or 6,540 milliseconds. I can actually use this to get the screenshot I want in combination with everything else. Let me talk you through my triggers for doing this. First of all, I set the animation. I set the Kronos to exactly what I want here. I set my Catapulates to squirm at the grasp of the Titan. What I then do is 6,400 milliseconds later, I pause the game. This will essentially enable me to get the view I want in the exact frame I want without the animation viewer, so I can actually playtest this in the scenario. That's all very well and good, but if I do this, you might well notice some problems. Namely, if I'm making my scene, Kronos now covers half my scene, so I can't see what I'm doing, so I've made it beforehand, but I might get minimap, I might get the god power, I might struggle to even get this view. So what I've done is I've created a camera track. I've created 2 points, but I've made them both the same. So I've found the exact view I want by freeing the camera and using the controls mentioned in the previous video. I've created a new camera track and 2 points. I click on them and update both of them and set the time. Now when I do this, the camera is essentially stuck in this position. It can't move at all, despite the arrow keys. If I then leave the camera track editor, I can move. What I want to do is play my camera track so that the view in the editor is going to be that of my screenshot. I want to reveal the map as well. I want to hide unit outlines. I want a pretty sky. And then what I want to do is hide all the UI things. So what I've done is I've hidden the video tooltip for the villagers. I've hidden the god power and resources. I've hidden the minimap. I've hidden the idle banners. I've even hidden the scoreboard. And I'm going to press F11 in order to hide the timer. When I do this, you'll see I'm in my place, my animations are going, and then at the exact frame required, everything pauses. I can now take my screenshot. I can do this with F12 or Windows Shift S and drag around it. And as you can see, that's how I've created a lovely screenshot to use in the Age of Mythology Heaven continuous screenshot competition. I've got animations, units with multiple animations, but because of what I've just shown you, this is how I managed to get everything to line up perfectly. I hope this is a useful one, and the artistic part of the editor is really underused. You can create beautiful scenes with very few units, lighting controls in editor, that's with World Edit Lighting. Unfortunately, although you can do amazing things, you can't unfortunately export these settings yet in your scenarios or random maps. Maybe the devs will make an update for that to happen in future. But for now, please use and experience the editor in order to unleash your artistic potential. Continuous screenshot competition is open at Age of Mythology Heaven. I'll put a link in the description for this video, and we welcome anyone, so you don't have to have any experience, anyone can enter. We aim to run it on a continual basis. I will see you again in our next video.